Once in a small village, there lived a very wealthy farmer. He had spent his entire life working the land to build his fortune. However, his three sons were a completely different story. They were incredibly lazy. Their mindset was, "Our father has earned so much money, so why should we bother working?" They spent their days lounging under trees, simply waiting for the day they would inherit their father's wealth and live in luxury without effort. As the old farmer grew frail and realized his time was coming to an end, he called his three sons to his bedside and whispered a secret. "My sons, I have a secret to share. Over the years, I have hidden 4 pots of pure gold as a treasure in our great field. After I am gone, go and find it. Dig the field thoroughly, and you shall find those pots of gold to share among yourselves." As soon as the father passed away, the lazy sons grabbed their hoes and shovels and rushed to the field. Driven by the greed for this hidden treasure on top of their inheritance, they worked harder than ever before. They dug every inch of the land, turned over every stone, and broke every clod of earth. They spent weeks digging deep into the soil in search of the gold. But despite turning the entire field upside down, they found nothing. Not a single gold coin was to be found. Exhausted and frustrated, the oldest son looked at the beautifully tilled and prepared soil and said, "Since we have already dug up the entire field anyway, we might as well sow some seeds." They planted rice, and because the soil had been so thoroughly turned and prepared, the field produced the most magnificent harvest the village had ever seen. When they sold the crop, they earned a massive fortune. It was then that the truth finally dawned on them. The oldest son smiled and said, "The 4 pots of gold our father spoke of weren't buried in the ground, they were the harvest itself. He knew that by making us work, he wasn't just giving us money. He was showing us how to find our true fortune." My friends, many people today are waiting for a treasure to fall from the sky. They hope for a stroke of luck or a shortcut to success without putting in the work. Real luck is hidden in hard work. You will never find the gold if you aren't willing to dig the field. When you start working, luck finds you in the form of a harvest. There are no shortcuts in life. Behind every successful person you see, there is a dug-up field and poured-out sweat.